Alright, hello, I'm Matt. This is my second stock speedrun for the weekend of January 1st, 2022. This makes it the second speedrun of the new year. Happy New Year to all of you out there. If you are unfamiliar with what a stock speedrun is, you can check this video's description for an explanation and also a disclaimer as to its content. Hit the old dust to trail here. And let's go to this company, which I will not even attempt to pronounce. Holy crap. Although, it would be amusing trying to watch a whole bunch of lawyers pronounce it in court, which is something that appears to be very likely in the near future, considering that it is under a whole bunch of lawsuits. About what? Let me guess, something fiduciary duty, something we're all butthurt that we lost money. Concerning potential violations of federal securities law and or breaches of fiduciary duties. Duty. Relating to its merger with iPharma Global Holdings. So why are people mad about this merger? Signs share exchange agreement to acquire, I guess I pronounced that iPharma? Again, another name I probably shouldn't attempt to pronounce. Why do people not like this? Biotech, so this, what I'm looking at is a biotech innovation company with a mission to improve the health of the immune system. And they have signed a share exchange agreement to acquire, so what is a share exchange agreement? Is that explained down here? A share exchange agreement contemplates that the transaction would involve two steps. First, an initial closing is expected to occur upon the satisfaction of certain conditions no later than January 31st, 2022, at which this will acquire 9.5 of the issued and outstanding equity interests, shares, I assume, in exchange for the issuance of approximately 4.8 million shares of common stock of Aditxt and a cash payment of $250,000. To who? To this company? So you're kind of like cross-exchanging shares and interest in each other's companies? I've never heard of that before, but that makes for a very interesting business arrangement. You're not merged, but you will have a financial interest in each other. So it's like a partnership. Kind of, except they're putting their money where their mouth is. That's interesting. I kind of like that. So that's the first stage. We'll acquire 9. So second, these guys will then acquire the remaining 90.5 of the issued and outstanding equity shares in iPharma in exchange for the issuance of approximately 39.9 million shares of common stock of Aditxt and in exchange for the issuance of approximately 39.9 million. Maybe I'm misunderstanding this. And a cash payment of $250,000. To who? Where are these 39.9 million shares going? Or are you just making shares out of nowhere? Or rather, are you acquiring the shares of this company, transforming them into iPharma shares, and that's where this 39.9 million shares of common stock is coming from? Where's this cash payment going then? Here's Japan, exclusive rights to in all forms of I mean, this deal doesn't sound so terrible. Why are they breaching? Why is they supposedly saying that they're breaching fiduciary duty because of this? Whether these guys and its board violated the federal securities law, the shareholders are failing to do, among other things, obtain the best possible consideration for the shareholders. I mean, that's kind of hard to prove or disprove. Disclose all material information necessary for these guys, shareholders, to adequately assess and value the merger consideration. You know, I want to make sure that I understand that those merger Jesus, what's the word I'm looking for? The grounds of the merger. I'm going to look up iPharma real quick. I'm going to open up the homepage. Technically within the rules? No, get out of here with the pop-ups. iFarm. Oh, it's private. So they're purchasing it not as a public company. Oh, you know what? That makes a little bit more sense. That makes a little bit more sense. They're going to acquire these shares and then issue more shares of their own company. That's what it sounds like. And then issue more shares of their own company to account for the new increased value. Which, theoretically, if they do the math right, with how much shares they're offering, should not change the price. But it's very unlikely that they're going to do it correctly. How many shares of this currently exist? $43.5 million. So they're going to increase it by a little under half. Okay. You know, when it's a private company, I kind of wish it would tell you a little more information about it. At least tell me how much the company's worth. That way I could make a decent calculation as to whether or not the number of shares that they're offering post-merger makes sense. Common stock and a cash payment. I still don't understand the cash payment part. Where's that going? Is it going to iFarmer? Is that their payment? A waiver of certain conditions would then acquire the remaining of the issued and outstanding equity share in exchange for the issuance or approximately of common stock. I wonder if this 39.9 million shares of common stock is going, and this $250,000 is going to the people that they just bought this from. I don't know why it's always so hard to parse these articles. Just tell me in goddamn plain English. Alright, that's enough. That's enough getting mad at Yahoo. I do enough of that already. Oh, crap. No, I didn't want to click there. Okay, so that's what's going down for these guys. So you know what? They got a lot of balls to make acquisitions like that when they apparently cannot turn a profit themselves. Biotech company develops technologies, focuses on improving health. I kind of wonder if they're... I don't know. The fact that they don't make money already, I wonder if this acquisition is kind of like a last-ditch effort to breathe life into the company. They're like, hey man, we gotta get some properties, we gotta get something to sell, and we gotta do it fast. And they're like, hey, let's buy something. It's like, hey, we don't have any money on hand, and we're gonna make a bunch of our shareholders very angry with issuing all these shares. But yeah, let's do it. Terrible business strategy. Never do that. I want to know more about this. Addict. How the fuck do you even spell this? Merger details. Actually, no, well, you know what? It's not that we know the details, we just don't know what the details mean. So you know what I want to look at? I want to look up what the hell this is. Share exchange agreement. What is that? And you know, while that's loading, I'm going to go back here and look at the chart real quick. Go nowhere. Do nothing, piece of garbage. Not to mention that they are currently under the reporting requirements for NASDAQ. I'm pretty sure you need to have a... Well, this is NASDAQ CM. I'm not too sure what the difference is, but I know NASDAQ requires a $1 share price. Ooh, and this is on top of a public offering they just did. So they're just issuing shares out the wazoo. Holy shit. I don't know, I'm seeing a lot of... I'm sure these guys could do something great in the future, but I'm seeing a lot of red flags here, I'm gonna be honest. What's Law Insider? Let's take a look at that. No, that's... This looks like forms. No, definition given by corporation may acquire all the outstanding shares of one or more class or series of another corporation. The board of directors of each corporation adopts and its shareholders approve a plan of exchange. Oh, come on, 2 seconds, 2 seconds! Okay. So I didn't exactly get to figure out what a share exchange program is. Or whatever the hell it was called. I feel free, you know, have fun looking that up yourself. You know, even issuing shares, doing this, making acquisitions when they don't, issuing shares, having public offerings, buying other companies through these deals that do in some way screw over shareholders when they don't even have any income already or anything they can sell or market themselves. I don't, and you know what? Given the fact that it is under, again, I'm not too sure if maybe Nasdaq CM, not too sure what the rules for the different Nasdaqs are. Maybe they have different rules. I know typically for Nasdaq it is you need to be over $1 share price to stay on there, and if you're not, company's typically going to do a reverse split to stay listed, because if they don't, they kind of have no other choice. So you know what? I wouldn't surprise to see a reverse split in the near future for this company either. That's just going to be another massive red flag. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm seeing red flags left and right. I don't like it. I'm gonna have to hit the sell button. If you think differently, let me know, and catch you in the next one, good buddy.